Hey, what's going on, everyone? Good seeing you, Grim. Welcome in, everyone. Gonna do a silly little test stream. Um, so this is gonna be a little funky. I'm not really taking this too seriously, but I just want to kind of have a fun time messing around with this. So obviously, you see we got the camera here, and we got a camera here. So this is the Nintendo Switch 2 camera. Um, I really like it. It's really nice. The problem is though, it doesn't bend down, so it's a little bit of a pain. It's kind of like stuck at a specific angle. But I was like, it'd be kind of funny to do if I was to play a little bit of Pokemon Yellow. This isn't gonna be like a whole playthrough or anything like that. This is just messing around. Um, on stream through this Game Boy. So this is my childhood Game Boy that's been modified. So it's got some modifications. It's got a flash cart, everything like that. This A button had to be taken out for now. I gotta sand down the ridges for the other A button to put it in because right now it was sticking. But yeah, this is gonna be just a fun little stream. I don't know how long I'm gonna be doing it for, but I was like, you know what? I think this would be fun just to kind of do. So hopefully it's also can just be a fun little chill time. I'm probably gonna stream later tonight as well. It'll just be the normal streams again. So this is not how I normally do stuff. If the microphone sounds a little off when I speak, because I'll be speaking over this way, let me know. But yeah, I thought this was just gonna be like a funny little thing to do. So I was like, you know what? I have the ability to do this. I may as well try it. So as you can see here, got the flash card, everything like that. I do have two extra lamps just in case. What I do when I'm like starting to wind down for the night, I'll actually turn this one on. I'll turn all the lights off in here and I'll just have a black light on and I'll have that one behind me playing while I'm watching TV. Like I've recently been watching through the show Reacher, which is on Amazon Prime. And it's been pretty good so far. I've been sitting, chilling, playing through a little bit of this, taking my time. I've played through a good chunk of Yellow, on my modded PSP, but I always wanted to try it on real hardware. Cause like these old Pokemon games don't hold up when you put them on more modern hardware stuff. But if you put them on like the original console they're made for, it feels wonderful. It's really nice. As silly as that sounds, I don't know how well the capture's gonna be because it's one Game Boy. It's like I don't know how crusty that's gonna end up looking. Like you can kind of see it, but if I turn this up, you can kind of see it. I could throw the big one up here already. Oops. It looks terrible, but we're gonna mess around with this. We're gonna see how this works. Actually, real quick, let me get my trusty cloth. I'm not joking when I say I don't really use social media whatsoever. When I modded this little Game Boy, I actually take it to work with me and I play it on like my free time. I don't know why I'm paying attention to the OBS screen to play the damn game. I got it right in my hands. But right now, I've just been kind of doing like a little bit of grinding. I'm going into the third gym. I haven't gotten cut yet. I don't think this. I don't believe this has a microphone. Can you hear it through this? No, you won't be able to. That's why I put on the other music. Hopefully that's not too quiet either for you. Let me turn that up a bit. But yeah, I thought this was just gonna be like a little silly thing, so let me know if this ends up being something people are interested in, because I also got like Nintendo DS's and stuff, and obviously if I do this again, it's going to be set up way better. But I was like, I got home from work, we got everything finished early, and it was a fucking shit day, let me tell you. And I was like, you know what, I got like 2 hours to spare. Let me mess around. Let me set this up. Let me see if I can get this to work, because I was already gonna tinker with this camera. Hey, welcome in, Band. I hope you're doing well. Bandit. Blind Bandit. There we go. Hope you're doing well today. But yeah, I modified this. It's gonna have some extra things added to it. I originally was gonna add an IPS screen to this. However, I kind of just really like this, how it feels on the Game Boy. I'm doing pretty alright. Not too bad of a day, all things considered. Holy shit, I don't know what they were smoking with the original Pikachu sound when he comes in Pokemon Yellow, but it is like the max volume I swear the Game Boy could do, and it's so crusty, it's unreal. Oh, shit, he's asleep. Oops. But yeah, usually when like I walk to work, walking home, got some spare time, waiting on like invoice stuff and shit like that, I'll just kind of pop this on and I'll play for a little bit. It's really nice because it's like the Game Boy is just genuinely such a fun little console. It's so funny too because it's like, it's wild how terrible most of the Game Boy games truly are, because it's like there's not many Game Boy games that are actually like good. Like there's the ones that stand out, really stand out, but it's crazy how much of a powerhouse Pokemon really was. Anyways, if there's any more info on the Netflix for Perfect Dark, I'm not sure if you've kept up with the Discord or not. Currently, we're still waiting on the newest all-in-one patch, so there's nothing new being added until then. However, challenges are completable. There's some desyncs with it, and then, overall multiplayer works perfectly fine. It's on another one. If you've not joined it, let me send you the invite real quick. I want to add this also to my About Me description too, that way people can have both of them. Here you go. So, in here, we'll have all your updates, like anything you need to know, new downloads, content updates on stuff going on, like, we have just completed doing all of the chaos modifiers. Yes, there is public servers available for it. Do keep in mind though, there is going to be bugs. This is still alpha. You can play it. There is EXEs in the thing. So you very much can play it. Please, if you do experience bugs or crashes, please post them in the bugs or crash channels at all, because any sort of info that you have on crashes, you'll get a crash log if you get one, helps us fix it up really quickly. But yeah, there is dedicated servers. It's very small at the moment, so it's like I think 5 active servers can be open at once, but you can also do peer-to-peer traditionally. Stuff like the laptop gun, dragon, projectile-based weapons, things like that, they all work perfectly fine. Sims work perfectly fine. What else? What else am I missing? Currently co-op is not playable yet. There is a lot of stuff that needs to be tweaked, per level, and we need to wait for the latest all-in-one branch before we can start working on that. But yeah, technically you can actually play it. So if you have anyone that you want to play it with, feel free to shoot them the invite link. Yeah, feel free to the play test and stuff like that. I don't think I can. But yeah, oh yeah, absolutely. There is going to be some. So right now, what happened is, there's an all-in-one branch. If you know what that is, the all-in-one thing that like Jonaru, Atari Dude, and all those people are working on. They're really hard at work getting the latest one. Here, I'll put this down for a second. So right now they're working hard on getting the newest patch out, which is new levels, new characters, new music, things like that. I won't go into anything they haven't announced, but they're very hard at work. It's going to take them a little bit of time to get stuff functioning, because there's some really funky issues when it comes to modding Perfect Dark. So we've put the net play on a little bit of a back burner currently, just because we need that patch out before we can merge it with ours and then work on that. However, challenges work for the most part. Multiplayer works perfectly fine. Just co-op and counter co-op online just do not work. In the meantime, though, we have been working on a mode called Chaos, which is just a bunch of just wacky shit. I'm not sure if you've seen it, but it's just a bunch of wacky shit that goes on. And it's a ton of fun. We're currently in the final stages of getting the Chaos modifier finished up. So we've gotten over 300 modifiers in the game, and it's coming along really well. But we've kind of had to do some extra little busy work in the meantime, while we have to wait. And it's nobody like it's no rush on the people working on it. They're like, the shit they're doing is genuinely impressive. So it just takes a little time for them to get it out. Challenge is one of my favorite part of the game. I've just learned about this project super recently. I found out from the Reddit post you commented on a few weeks ago. Oh, okay. Yeah, so this branch is massive. It has triple the features that the current PC port has. Do keep in mind, this is still alpha. This is still working in like an alpha / beta with a few things. Some things are going to work perfectly fine. Some things are going to look like they need refined, touched up, and things like that. For example, we have an experimental thing. We have an experimental tab. That's stuff like GoldenEye mode, ray tracing, and things like that. So there's a bunch of things like that going on. Hey, thank you for the follow. I am constantly streaming Perfect Dark stuff too. If you're interested in seeing more of currently what's going on as well, you can check my VODs or my YouTube page that has my Perfect Dark VODs on there. A lot of the recent ones are kind of just showing me go through the Chaos modifiers and things like that. But there's a ton of different stuff being added. But right now we've just been hard at work at getting the Chaos modifier worked on in the meantime. I'm trying to think what else could there's currently going on, because I think I made that Reddit post a few weeks ago at this point. So there's a bunch of different things going on too. But generally the Discord will show you everything going on. So if you go into, there's like 15 days or so, yeah. I need to make another post. I try to keep my posts sparingly on Reddit. I know I should keep more update stuff, but like I feel a little intimidated posting to Reddit. I try my best with it. But anything generally that you're interested in learning, I try to keep my best at updating the content showcase channel. That'll show technical things like menus, things like that. Yeah, Reddit's scary with the place of the community, so I understand. Yeah. It's like sometimes you can post something on there and you get like a lot of love on it, and then sometimes you get a lot of hate for like the exact same post. So I'm like, please, I hope people like this. But yeah, I appreciate you for being interested in it, because it's really cool. Merc's been really hard at work getting everything polished up. There's also a README. Keep in mind, the README still is in early design too. It needs updated. But that'll be inside information. It'll be inside the information tab. It'll be the README for the Chaos randomizer. However, there is an unreleased README inside the Chaos mode README. And it'll kind of just showcase things that's currently been implemented or fixed up. But yeah, since you're interested, I do streams. I've been actually doing streams almost like every day, every other day at this point, where I'm showcasing new things and stuff like that. So yeah, I may even do some more tonight. But oh yeah, also, I don't know if you use RAFnet adapters whatsoever, but this Perfect Dark, it's called Perfect Dark Kai. That's the branch's name. Perfect Dark Kai has full RAFnet support, so you can actually have your authentic Nintendo 64 and your memory pack attached to it. I don't even know what that is. Oh, okay, no worries. What a RAFnet is essentially, it's the way to... Oh, I got it. Let me see if I can pull it out. I got it somewhere. Oh, it's down here. It's not even down here. What the hell? What a RAFnet cable is essentially, it's an adapter that connects from your PC to your Nintendo 64 controller. So you can play through... Oh, I'm looking at it. Silly me. Here we go. Let me show this off. Ooh, I can actually use my new camera to show this off. So, there's my Nintendo 64 controller. And then there is this little device. This is a RAFnet adapter. It connects directly from your PC, so you can actually connect it, have full range of your Nintendo 64 controller. And then as well, what's really cool is you can actually back up your childhood saves on your mem pack to the PC port. And then if you're interested in that at all, they're literally just called RAFnet adapters. They sell for like 20 bucks. Yeah, it's really cool. I have my one of my childhood saves on there, and it's genuinely like so cool. I love it. I'm trying to think of what else. There's custom menu colors, custom options for or not RTX. What's it called? HDR. You can dim and turn off the lens flares now, which is really cool. And then if you have anyone that you know that's into speedrunning or like learning how games work, we also have a fully implemented wireframe mode, and then also collision detection, so you can actually see where like all the hitboxes and geometry are in the map. I think if there's anything else to note at the moment, The collision data thing is still fairly new. It still needs tested. But for the most part, it's fairly functional. You said back up the save, so I could just put that save on my PC and not have a controller plugged in every time? Yup, exactly. Here, let me do something real quick. Let me pull this up for you real quick. The Perfect Dark Kai. It's still in the corner. I forgot about that. Yeah, so check this out. Let me let me make it bigger first. I had this up when I was doing the testing for the other prior stream. So there we go. So first off, we got a whole extended menu. This controller pack thing. So let me shrink this down. Right now, I'm using this controller, and it has my Nintendo 64 backup on the game itself. So if I go into Combat Sim, I can pull up my childhood save. So this is my original first save I ever had. Obviously, I've renamed it. Regarding online, there is server browsers, so you can see if anyone's playing games online. You can request servers, so you can have a bunch of stuff here. You can request. Right now, I'm using a beta version, so mine's not going to be able to connect. I bet, dude, it's so cool. Like, it's genuinely phenomenal. What else we got? So we got experiments tab. One, we got wireframe, so it'll show the entire world as wireframe. We've got mirrored mode, so everything's now mirrored. So if I go into a level, let me turn that off. There we go. So the entire thing's mirrored. Now keep in mind there is some visual glitches still. There's still a lot of things that need updated and touched. Just certain skies are a little funky, but other than that, everything's functional for mirrored. Oh my god, ranked 4. Yeah, he was a fan. Oh my god. Also, we have GoldenEye mode. So this plays exactly like GoldenEye. So you got your GoldenEye reticle. Your weapons have no arms on them. When you fire... Oh, wait, the bad example. When you reload like GoldenEye. There's iframes. There's only one form of jump or crouch. You can't use secondaries and things like that. That was a fun little throwaway mode that people really liked. And then also you can toggle all this stuff too. We've got a little silly ray tracing thing. Keep in mind, I was using this for testing purposes. I like using this because you can see all the vertex shading for it. What is it? It's this. There we go. Now, keep in mind, this is just a silly little addition. This is more of a joke add-on. But there is things that you can customize with that. You got collision view, so you can view all of the collision data for stuff like the ceilings, the windows. Right now I have it where you can view all the windows and walkable spaces outside. And then as well, you can change the menus too. Let's see, what else was there? I hear something he's gonna love. Check this out. So you know how, like, Perfect Dark's multiplayer is, like, amazing. but it's always a pain to set up every time unless you had a preset. Check this out. There's a new system. There's a whole new menu for Combat Sim Simulants. You go into here, you hit Configure Simulants. All of this you can randomize, hit Fill All, instantly done. Your entire thing. Up to 32 players. So you can have 32 bots in here now. And they're all random. Bad examples. But yeah, they're all of them have different types of randomness to them. Also, she fucking cooking with this. Yeah, dude, it's been so cool. We've been really hard at work at this. Check this out too. Now, you know how like you could do customs where it's like, oh, you could set up a few custom weapons, stuff like that. Now, there's a random presets option that lets you pick randomly from all of this. So you can pick all of them from random. On top of that, when you press custom here, I go to a new preset. Let's say we're playing with some rules. Let's say I want the RCP-20, but you're not allowed to cloak. You can just turn it off. Or you could make it that the RCP-20 only cloaks. You can change the types of fire modes that you're allowed to have for the weapons. So we've got that. On top of that, let's say I just save this. There is an unlimited amount of saves you can have now. Because remember, is this dying? Remember, on the N64, you could only have 8 saves. It was your 4 on your cart and 4 on your mem pack. It's unlimited now. It's so cool. So you can load. So you got all these, and you can see already. I don't even have the extended thing. I've already got more than 4. There's also 3 new modes. There's Graffiti from Tony Hawk Pro Skater. There's Zones from Time Splitters. And then this one's kind of like, this is a work in progress. This is an actual race mode where you can race around the map and see who gets first. This one is functional, but we need maps for it. We don't currently have a map implemented into the game that can support this, but there is people who want to develop for this, so we made it. So we've got that. We have where you can only play with controllers, so no keyboard and mouse. Auto elevator lifts, so nobody can actually activate them. Spectator mode, so you can actually spectate. Respawn invulnerability, so you can't just get sniped the second you come back alive. A Call of Duty kill cam. Last hacker attributions. All the GoldenEye stuff added in. What else is there? There's a live system now. So you can have lives, let's say, for yourself or your whole team that they have to share from. And what else is there? There's a kill feed now, like a Team Fortress style kill feed. There's a time remaining clock on your actual screen. And you can randomize the menu music for Combat Sim, so you don't have to hear the same one all the time. And there's genuinely so much more. There's so much stuff I can't even fully remember. So it's been a big thing we've been cooking on. We're gonna have it too that you can name the simulants as well. Right now we have it set up like Perfect Dark Zero. So when, like, you know how like if you ever played Zero, they had a bunch of Rareware names. So it was like Tip Top Sim and like Bottle Sim and stuff like that. So you'll be able to rename them and things like that. I can't share some more details right now on things, but there's some really, really cool shit coming. But the next all-in-one update is going to add in, I think it's like 10 or 20 new maps. And they've already got a bunch of maps as is. So if you've not seen any of this before, there's all the GoldenEye X maps. There's a bunch of modded in maps. There's all the campaign maps. And for the most part, all of this is playable online. Now, there's going to be some that work better than others. It is kind of hard testing like 70 maps. So what we've done is we've tested the original maps. All the original maps work perfect. Most of the modded in maps work great to perfect as well. Occasionally you may have a crash. What else we got here? When you start up your game, you're automatically loaded into your combat sim profile. And we're gonna make it that you can actually play as your combat sim character. So like, let's say, well, first thing, let me show this off. So let's say we go into this cutscene. Instead of that being Joanna, that would be your character. Like how this is. That's my combat sim character. And then I'll quickly show this off as well. I'll show off a bit of the chaos mode, and I'll resume doing the Pokemon. But this, with Joanna, had about to go hard in the campaign. I know, right? If you haven't seen the chaos mode, this is essentially like just a completely randomized game experience. Hopefully it shows some interesting ones early on. Simon Says. There we go. Oh, got a free weapon. Random loadout. And now I've got a bunch of different weapons. Oh, I'm stuck with a combat knife. Hoping we see some more wacky ones. Ooh, got plague. Ooh, everyone died. Everyone got sick and died. Hopefully I can win. I should be able to, because the two downstairs are invincible until you go down. Evil Twin's not good. Scared me. But I'll be showcasing a lot of this through different streams as well. But yeah, you essentially try to get through this as quickly as you can. So it's like, oh, got Australia mode. This is also going to support characters from GoldenEye in the newest update. But yeah, genuinely, like, so much stuff has gone into this. At some point, I'll try to make another Reddit post and, like, general social media post. Oh, they took my weapons. Or they took my inputs. I'll try to have a newer, updated post once we get the 1.0 out for Chaos. Ooh, I gotta run or I explode. I do actually have enough time for speed, though. Oh, fuck. Never mind. Does this still have the mouse and keyboard usable as well? Yes. So all the original mouse and keyboard stuff is still here. So you got your controllers, with the external, like, mem pack support. We now have an accessibility mode too for those who wanted it, where it's a universal crosshair, where all of the weapons use just the basic crosshair, because we actually had people request that. You can force the classic crosshair. It's no longer a cheat. You can do crosshair edge, dead zone, sway, shit like that. There's a gun FOV now we've added in. But you still got all your normal PC stuff and everything. So we wanted to keep all that, because personally I love swapping between controller, keyboard, original, you name it. Yeah, let's do one more, and then I'll go back. See if I can get some truly wacky effects. Something to note with the Chaos Randomizer too is if you get... Oh, fuck. If you get, motion sick whatsoever, or you don't like the flashy visual effects and stuff... Oh, fuck, I died. You can actually disable them. Everything in here you can disable for the chaos mode if you're interested in them at all. Yeah, because I have some stuff that I don't like. It's in there for the people who want to go all out. For an example, this is just how many effects that are currently in this. This is not all of them, by the way. This is just what's in this current version. But all of these you can toggle. So personally, when I play, I had to have them on because I'm doing playtesting stuff and making sure they all work and they function right in normal gameplay. You can go in and disable them. I like to disable all the visual effects because there's some that may not make me nauseous, but they'll make the viewers nauseous, like vertigo and things like that. But that's just how many things are currently in this. And then this isn't the most updated branch as well, but there's more that's in the alpha stage too that's getting worked on. And then if you're interested in this, there's a whole README that tells you the descriptions of everything, and it shows our progress so far. So I'll have notes where it's like, oh, hey, this thing didn't work right. This thing may need to be touched up on and shit like that. So, there's a bunch of stuff regarding that if you're interested in that, or you may know somebody that's interested. Oh yeah, let me show it off real quick just so I can just show it off better for you. So you can trigger how often it goes off, how long it lasts. There's going to be YouTube and Twitch integration for this, so chat can actually dictate what chaos effects play. There's a sound effect for when they activate. These are going to be updated too. Some of these are just placeholders that test out the sounds. But all this, let's say I don't want reverse, I can just toggle it off. And it saves. Crowd control. Oh, let's see. What was crowd control? But yeah, it's really cool. It's not, that part's not currently out. That's still being tested behind the scenes. Not even I have the current version that's functional. So that is going to be something in the future. Also, very important to note too, this uses external sounds. As you heard, there was Vinny Vinesauce in here. And there's also Men Down Under in here as well. If it's too loud, and personally for me, they are, but a lot of chaos modes make stuff loud, so we're also kind of following by their book kind of too. You can at least change the sound effect volume, and what this does is, let's say I have 100% music volume. This is based off of that. So if I have 100% music volume and 100% sound effects volume, it's 100%. But if I have 50% and then I reduce that down to 75%, it'll be at like a solid 40% for the sound effects, while the music's still sitting at like the 75%. All isn't crazy. I don't want to cut you off, but I have to go. No worries whatsoever. I'm glad that you're interested in this. Thank you very much. I'll keep updated too. I'll make sure, like I usually do my announcements where I'm like, hey, I'm streaming this. If not, don't ever feel pressured to join in. There'll always be VODs available. And I'm also working on videos to kind of showcase things more. But yeah, absolutely. I truly appreciate you taking the shot and show all this off. Absolutely. I'm glad that you're interested. This has been such a fun passion project for me and Merc. And it's nice to see people that are interested. So anytime, genuinely. I'm actually surprised I remembered as much. Because oh my god, there's so much stuff we've done. But yeah, genuinely, I appreciate you for asking about it. It genuinely does mean a lot. I'm saying genuinely a lot. Oh my god. But yeah, I hope you take care, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. It was good talking to you. There we go. Thank you. Yeah, you take care. All right, here we go. Yeah, that's kind of what I was like excited to do this little stream for too. Is like, well, it's nice to kind of just sit and do this. It's nice to chat about other things as well. Because generally, like, older Pokemon is like very basic, so there's not too much to comment on. So it's kind of just nice just sitting here and chilling. Also, welcome in everyone who has joined in. I see you there, Sock Puppet. But right now I'm kind of just grinding through a bit. I did like the fucking Squidward, like the Patrick sitting on the fake Squidward thing with my my light. I didn't get to Pokemon until Gen 3. My brother's big in the first gen. Same here. I never knew that my brother actually had Pokemon Red and Blue. I just thought he liked the Pokemon cards. I never knew he was really big into it. I never got his Game Boy game. I got all of his other ones, but I didn't get into it until Gen 3. Pokemon Ruby has like a very special place in my heart because what do I got here? You know, fuck it, we'll go Pidgeotto. I saw my childhood friend playing the Nintendo DS, and I never had that. The Nintendo DS was essentially my real first handheld. This was my first handheld, but it had fucking Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2. Poop shit. So I didn't really have anything, and then I saw the Nintendo DS, and I ended up getting one for Christmas, and a good childhood friend of mine gave me his copy of Pokemon Ruby as a Christmas gift, and I played it so much. Gen 3 is genuinely my favorite generation. I just like how easy and accessible it is to pick up and play. I really love it. It's so simplistic, but it's like very refined. But yeah, I really love Gen 3. Gen 1's never really been a generation I got into. I like all the side games. I love Pokemon Snap to Death. It's probably like my second favorite, what's it called? Extended universe kind of game, or like side game. I love how fun the Gen 1 side games are. Let me do a Nidoking. But I never really got into Gen 1 for this. I tried playing it. I tried playing Fire Red and Leaf Green. I just couldn't get into it. And I was like, you know what? I really, really want to try the original Pokemon on real hardware. Because when you have the ability to have like a backlit screen and the ability to just play anything else, like I was playing it on my PSP, when you have the ability just to do that and like play other things and more powerful and technical things on a more powerful console, you kind of are like, man, this game doesn't really hold up too much, or like this game just kind of like lacks. But like playing it on real hardware, genuinely, I'm like, wow, I can't believe this is on here. I love the original Ruby and Sapphire. I've recently been grinding to complete my Pokédex on my edited Ruby Sapphire ROM on VBA. Holy shit. I was doing a Pokemon randomizer last year on stream of Ruby. Have you seen, I don't know if you play ROM hacks at all. Have you seen there's a sequel to Pokemon Ruby being made? It's really, really cool. It doesn't feel like do you know how like a lot of times you'll get custom ROM hacks that kind of just don't really fit the universe or kind of just has like edginess to it? This guy has done like his best to kind of preserve the original feel and atmosphere of Ruby, but like he adds on extended features and he adds like new lore and whole new like world. Essentially, it's like your character, you're like May or Brendan, never existed, or they failed and the world got like turned to like mountains of rubble thanks to Groudon. I am playing that day one when that releases, because that shit's really, really cool. But yeah, like, I was like, I want to, at one point in my life, at least get halfway through an original Pokemon game on the original Game Boy. And thanks to Flash Carts, I have the ability to do that. I sure shit ain't spending like $100 on this game. Plus, I never have to worry about saving, because it automatically will save it to the Flash Cart. What else was I gonna say? But yeah, like, I've played through a bunch of Game Boy games now, and I'm like, man, like, a lot of these games just aren't good. A lot of them really ain't. And my opinion, my feel on the original Pokemon's flipped, where I used to be like, oh man, this game kind of feels a little lacking, to, holy shit, I can't believe they were able to do this much on a Game Boy. But I kept the original screen because I just like how it looks. Like, I love how this looks. Alright, Snorlax. I think there's actually a hidden leftover item. No, that's Ruby. That's a Fire Red, I think. Oh yeah, they're janky as fuck. Gen 1 and 2. I am genuinely surprised because Gen 2 adds so many features, but Gen 3 refines and polishes them. I'm genuinely impressed. Like, I was messing around with these, I'm like, oh my god, like, Gen 3 really did polish everything for future titles. Like, it's impressive. Alright, so I'm gonna go to the SSN now to learn Cut. I'm trying to make it that this looks decent when you look at it. Also, man, they did my boy Pikachu dirty in this game. Holy hell, he's useless. I want to make it my my goal to play and try to beat this game with Pikachu on my team. They did him so dirty. He's so bad. He's so bad. I love Pikachu so much. I actually pulled this out for this stream as well. It's the original Gotta Catch 'Em All Pikachu. He's fully functional. Like, can I show him here? Because it's easier for me to do that. This guy is brand new. My spouse surprised me with him for our anniversary. I love him so much. He's so cute. I have 8 other of these from my childhood, and you can tell the difference in them. If I recall, there's a lady I think that'll heal you in here. I think. I may be thinking of Fire Red. Oh man, I had such a rough day at work. It wasn't like terrible, but it was just like taxing. I ended up power washing the whole side of our store in the meantime, and then we had freight shipping, and then we also had to do afterwards a bunch of CBT shit, which is their training program stuff, because they're issuing out a bunch of new stuff. So it was like high octave working, and then it was just sitting doing nothing, and then back to high octave working, and then go back to doing nothing, rinse and repeat. But whoever used it last broke our power washer, so I had to go in and replace it. Because I used to work at Lowe's a long time ago, and one of my things I did there is I power washed. I really love power washing. It's so satisfying. So I like to take and do it myself. Because I get whenever I do power washing, I do it nice. I give it like a good layering and everything like that. Yeah, it's so funny how just wacky this shit is. Dude, I think there's only one bug type of move that actually attacks. I think it's like Twin Needles or something like that. It's like the only one that does more than like 10 power or some shit. They did not balance this thing at all. It's wacky too, cause like I gotta relearn how much this game actually changed, or not changed, but was how much they've changed from the original. It's kind of like as well, speed is busted. I think the higher speed you have means the higher critical chance you have. And then also sleep is just a GG button. If you make them, if you're asleep or you make them go asleep, it's GG. Because when your Pokemon wakes up, they can't attack the turn they wake up, so they can immediately follow up with another Sing or Sleep Powder. And then as well, Ice. Ice is diabolical. Ice is evil. Your Pokemon, I believe, is just completely frozen solid until they faint, or you unthaw them. Like, they genuinely cannot unthaw themselves. Even up to Gen 3, pretty much all rock type moves are weak and inaccurate. Yeah, it's wild how it's kind of cool, cause it's like, yeah, throwing rocks can be inaccurate, but Jesus Christ, can they do a little bit more damage? Hitting somebody in the head with a damn rock is gonna hurt more than 20 power. I gotta make sure I don't, like, hit this camera. Unfortunately, I don't have a way to have the microphone capture, but it's beep boop sounds, so it's not like you're missing much. But yeah, I had some fighting moves as well that were just normal in this, and I'm like, what? Like, what do you mean? Also, focus energy actually lowers your critical chance of Gen 1. Yeah, it's nuts. This shit was, like, so poorly coded. It was unreal. But it's like at the same time, at the time, there's literally nothing else like this. I used to be way harsher on these games. I'm like, oh, it's like they're poorly coded, and I'm like, they didn't really have anything else at the time like this. I'm surprised they got this even functioning. But it is still bizarre how poorly coded some of this shit is. Oh, you know what's the thing that messes me up? There's no screen that shows when you get a new move. It'll just be like, you want to learn a new move? And then if you accidentally press something, it's instant. It doesn't ask you. It's like GG. It's like, oh shit. But yeah, I've genuinely been taking this back and forth with me to like to work, and then anywhere else I go, like in the meantime that I have like a few minutes. Because like for me, oh yeah, also bind is diabolical. You're forever trapped in the attack. You can't actually attack during it. Because it's just been nice, because I don't like to really use social media too much. Generally, I only have Discord and Messenger on my phone. I don't really have anything else. And I have everything else on my computer. It's like, I used to be really big into social media. Like, I used to be, like, an addict for social media. But, like, as I've gotten older, I just kind of tend to stay away from social media as much. So it's nice kind of just having this little Game Boy that I can carry around with me. Because I've also got like a nice little carrying case and things like that too. So I'll just carry that with me to work and shit. Let me check something real quick. Give me 1 second. Something that has been really fun though is kind of just being outside playing it, because it makes you really respect, like, oh my god, like you really had to rely on like the sun and stuff with this and like lighting. So it's like I kind of like the sit out on my balcony or like sit out in the woods sometimes and just mess around playing with this. Because like I've been playing Mario Land, a little bit of Tetris. I've been trying to get into it. I was never really big into Tetris, but I've been messing around with a bunch of different games, and it's so much fun. I purposely wanted the shitty like non-backlit screen because I was like, if I end up modifying this thing so much that it's no longer got the original Game Boy feel, I may as well be emulating or buy like, I don't know, like a retro revival Game Boy. So it's like I like it not having a backlit screen. Now if I could just get a what's it called? There's an outdated light. It's not illuminate. I can't remember what it's called. Luminescent? Maybe. I don't know. But like the old style lights. Now if I could just get one of them to have on while I play this, then it will be perfect. Also, it's wild how long batteries last for your Game Boy. Even with this recharge pack, it's like I've been using this pack for weeks now, I think. And it's not even shown signs of like battery low. So let me test something. I don't know if I have it up like this. I don't know if I'll have any other streams kind of like this. Maybe if I do anything else, it may just be like a hand cam thing. I don't know, maybe I'll show off like old Pokemon cards or Pokemon cards I currently have. Like, I've got these. I was talking about it during the stream, but my boss, he did a lot of like the card collecting stuff because I don't know, like the trend shit or whatever, where like people are selling shit. So you can see like the prices on them and stuff. But he wanted out of it because he just genuinely didn't understand anything about Pokemon. So I got like a hell of a deal on them. And I was like, oh hell yeah, I'll like holy shit. I'll either maybe sell some of them or just like give them out to like my friends because they collect. Because they always get me shit, so I'm like, yeah, I'll give them back some stuff too. I'm really impressed with this Switch camera, by the way. This thing is originally like what, 60 USD on like any platform. These were $10 on GameStop. Let me actually check. Let me see if GameStop is still selling them for this price. You can connect these to your PC. Switch 2 camera. Nintendo Switch 2 camera. How is it currently priced? There's a chance that it's still currently... It may have gone back, but if not... Let's see, add to cart. No thanks. Nah, they went back up in price. But yeah, for some reason, they had like a flash deal. Like, they were just trying to get rid of them as much as they could. And I picked one up because I saw it randomly online. I was like, oh shit. I was like, no way. Like, no way it's like that price. It's like, damn, it actually was. What if I put it this way, if it'll look any better? Kind of. Maybe like this? This is such a goofy way to play this. I could double down on this. Where's that? Here we go. I actually did something as well. I bought some extra things for this too. That'll be coming in like in a few days. It doesn't really look too good, to be honest. Yeah, that's just too bright. I bought the magnifying glass for this that goes over top of it. That has the old like luminescent lights in it. I think they're called luminescent. I can't remember the name. And then I bought the speakers as well that go on the bottom. I want to buy a Game Boy camera too. Because something we're currently working on can be implemented with the Game Boy camera. And I want to test it because you can actually connect the Game Boy camera to your PC and it'll actually have like the Game Boy camera quality in its what's it called, video transfer. Also, I just saw an influx of viewers. Welcome in, everyone. We're just kind of doing just a silly, casual little stream. I'm just messing around, playing some Pokemon, chatting up about random stuff. Hope everyone's doing well today. But yeah, so it'll have the big goofy speakers that connect down like this. It's gonna have the performance lens above like this, and then and then I can get a camera on the back too. Because originally I was debating on getting the wire light, because they're the ones that people usually like, but I didn't grow up with that. I grew up with the performance magnifying glass and all of its shittiness, and I want to relive that, so I wanted to get it, so I did. Because I had my finger on the trigger for the longest time. I'm like, oh, do I buy it? No, I shouldn't. Oh, but it'd be really cool. Nah, I shouldn't. And I'm like, I'm just gonna do it. It's brand new. It's still in the box and everything. Wish I had a way to get the microphone to work with this. I wonder if I can do something about that in the future. Hopefully at least the background ambience is decent enough. And I can always change it to other games too if it's repeating the music too much. And I can always do requested Pokemon music as well, too. But I figured Pokemon Snap music's not only fitting for Gen 1, but it's also the soothing. I love it. But it was funny. At work, one of my coworkers came in to the office while we're waiting, and we generally had nothing to do. Like, all of our shit was done. So I just had this whipped out and I was playing it, and he's like, no way. He's like, that's so cool. He's like, I haven't seen one of them in such a long time. He's like, I think he had like the clear teal one or something like that, he said. And he played a lot of Pokemon Silver. Because it was really funny, because the guy, if you talk to him and you know him, he doesn't ever really seem like the type who would have played like a lot of Game Boy or like a lot of games in general. But no, he's a big gamer. So he was so hyped to see this. I was showing it off to him. Also, one thing I completely forgot too was how much grinding you actually got to do in this game. Because you don't get any ability to, besides having one Pokemon in a daycare at a time, you don't have any ability to, like, have your Pokemon gain XP just by existing. Like, let's say the EXP share in, like, Ruby and stuff. I'd like to get this light. I don't think the battery's finally dying on it. I think it's fine. Get the focus. Maybe if I throw this on. You can see the light. Full power. Yeah, now it's putrid. Oh well. But yeah, I want to at least get cut and then defeat the third boss or third gym before I end the stream. So we're not gonna be doing too much. Just mainly just chat and have a fun time setting this up. Generally, what I'd like to do next time is I want to try to get like a seat that I can sit closer to this. Because right now this does kind of hurt. And if I sit like this, I feel like I'm fucking like the Redditor pose. So I don't want to like do that. But I do like having the second camera. I think I've already interacted with him. You can sleep in one of these beds too, I believe. Unless it's Fire Red exclusive. It's like one of the beds on the other side, I believe. But I'm pretty sure I'm wrong. Also, it's wild that like you only get, I think, like 1 or 2 moonstones in this entire game. So if you're like, oh, I'm gonna evolve Clefairy, oh, you ain't getting Nidoking. Also, I'm pretty sure Thrash was a fighting move, right? I'm pretty sure that's what Thrash got turned into, but it's normal here as well. I was expecting all of them to be peaceful, I'm not gonna lie. The first lady was peaceful. Maybe at some point too, I'd like to make a little video review of the silly little parts that I've ordered in, like the little external things. And maybe I'll do like a review of like the shell and the buttons as well. The shell's beautiful. The only problem is the stuff they use, the texture of the shell itself is very warm. Like your hands warm up very quickly. Whereas like the original Game Boy Advance, or not, Game Boy Color, Jesus Christ. It's very cool. It feels very cool to hold. Like I actually got it in here. So here's my original childhood one. I love the purple. It's iconic. I wanted to change it up a little bit, and you can also see the screen. My oldest brother had this version. This is the one he had. My middle brother, he had like the clear teal one as well. But still had like the Nintendo number and everything like that, which is really cool. But I was like, I wanted to change it up. I want to kind of like make this thing personalized. And usually I don't like red. As funny as it is, considering my name, I don't really care for the color red. It's nice. It's a nice color. It's a nice accent color. But I saw the Game Boy Advanced Target version. And I was like, fuck, that looks so cool. Like with the white accents and everything like that. It's beautiful. I think it's one of the coolest looking Game Boy Advances out there. It's too expensive for my price range that I was willing to put into this. Um, so I was like, you know what? I think it would be cool if second best if I did it for this. So I got the clear flash cart. I've got the chromatic buttons. This one needs to be replaced still. The A button with this did not really work well. It was sticking too much. I've replaced the buttons for here. They're no longer soft sponge membranes. They're actual like hard normal buttons now. Yeah, this is here's the company Extreme Rate. Very solid. This can work with some IPS screens as well. You do have to read up on what IPS screens it actually supports, but I think it's really cool. I like it. For the most part, every part they sent in, everything worked perfectly. Also, if you order the shell itself, they come with extra buttons too. So if you just genuinely want to do a fresh start and like have all new buttons and everything, you can. But I had already ordered in another set of buttons as well. It's so easy to hit this camera though. One of these guys, I think, give you an item, right? Pretty sure. And maybe if anything, there's like a trash can or something. Yep, there it is. I don't want to ask them for anything because I know they're probably going to want to fight if I do. I do believe you fight Gary in here as well. I know there's like a like the captain's like seasick or some shit like that. You gotta get him like a soda or something if I recall. Something specific. I actually kind of forgot how big this cruise ship is. Maybe I'll try to just focus on getting cut. But yeah, I want to start implementing this second camera for some stuff in the future as well. This looks really nice. Like it's zoomed in and everything, and it looks decent. Um, it could be better, yes, but it was 10 bucks. I'm most impressed with it. I wanted to kind of just do this as a little test stream to see if I ever throw up this camera, how well it actually looks. It's a little too sensitive for to have as a normal camera for me. So I want to kind of relegate it to something like this. That way, whenever I would need to like pop up something, it's like, oh, let me show this off. I can be able to do it with like a whole camera system now. I do need to get a big cord for this though. I'm currently using my phone charger. me see if the batteries are dying at all. Nope, they're good. I'm always afraid of them just like dying at random. But yeah, I think after the stream's over, I'm gonna go take a nap. And then I want to try and stream some more later on tonight too. So yeah, now I just need to find the captain, figure out where he's at. I kind of remember the general layout, but it's been so long since I've done like a red and blue playthrough. There he is. There's Gary. Little diabolical bastard. I love how much of an asshole he just is in he is in the early gen too. I'm gonna blast through him. I'm not gonna swap to other Pokemon for XP. But yeah, if the what's his name? The captain's up here with Cut, then I'll probably just start calling it soon then. But yeah, this was just a fun little test thing. I appreciate people for kind of like just stopping in, saying hi, just interacting. I hope this was just interesting enough, and genuinely, I do appreciate just tuning in, just messing around while doing this. We're probably gonna do some more. If I do a stream tonight, I'll probably do some more Perfect Dark, Stardew Valley, or maybe something else. Not fully sure yet. I have been having people like there's a really cool guy that stopped in earlier. He was asking about features and stuff, so maybe I'll do like a VOD that kind of demonstrates everything that's currently in Perfect Dark Kai. But there's still a good amount of games too I want to keep going with as well. And then I'll start playing some more other N64 games in the near future. And then me and Adzi are actually going to be doing a co-stream potentially sometime soon as well. Perfect. I think this is the first HM I've gotten too. What's this move? Body slam. Body slam makes you take like recoil, right? Nah, none of them are worth doing. But yeah, I think I'm gonna save here. Thank y'all for tuning in for this little test stream. This was kind of like an interesting little experience. Maybe in the future I'll do something else related to this as well. Because sometimes I don't always gotta be playing a game. It's just kind of fun just chatting, just sitting here chilling. I wonder if I have anything else to really show up close like this. Maybe pull out a controller. Yeah, we'll do this. I want to test how controllers would look if I had, like, let's say I'm playing like this. That camera actually looks really nice. I'm sitting playing, doing shit. I don't have a monitor over here, so it wouldn't be like I'm doing anything like that. I do got one over here, but it looks really nice. I don't know how well it looks for y'all. Let me actually full screen this thing so I can see it better. Oops. One thing. Preview projector. There we go. Ah, it's kind of a little crusty. It almost kind of looks retro with the pixelation. I think it kind of looks sick in a way, but the camera quality is really nice. Look at that. Look at that shit. You get to look at my custom N64 controller. That they should have given you gray buttons. Such a missed opportunity. These are easy to pull out. Hey, welcome in, Raph. How you doing? Yeah, look at that. That's like, it would have done so good with the gray buttons. How dare they? I love the way the buttons look for this. This is a controller I'm actually probably gonna sell. I hope you're doing well, my friend. Just kind of doing a little test chill stream. Kind of just messing around. Here's the case I got for it. Do I got my... Where's my 8BitDo controller? Ooh, I can show how tiny this thing is in person or in like full camera. Look at this. I love this little controller. Look at this thing. It's so cool and it's so clicky. Everything feels really good. I don't like using these buttons. They don't work with my fingers. Like they hurt. But if you're playing like this, hamster controller. If you're playing like this, it's perfectly fine. But I played through Super Mario, Doom, and a few other games with this thing. I need to justify playing with this thing more. I love it. This is genuinely one of my favorite controllers. I love this thing so much. Camera quality, it's actually pretty decent. People shit on this camera for no reason. Do some more controllers. There's my NSO controller. Don't you turn on. Don't you do it. Don't you do it. Good. I don't know how to fully feel about this. I don't like that, you can see it here, that it's not flat, it's angled. I don't like the angle because I feel like my fingers slip off. It's like, look how fat it is up there, and then down there it's thin. I don't like that. I wish these buttons had more utility to them. I wish this had a home button. I bought this on the premise thinking this had a home button. That's my mistake. Because I wanted to utilize this for more things. It's alright. It's very clicky. It's very responsive. I like it. It works with Super Nintendo games perfectly. As it should. Which, if you remap the buttons... Button combos, which is how we played fighting games on Mega Drive and only had 3 buttons. Yeah, pet. What else do I gotta show? Oh, I don't know how much you saw the stream, but I just got done playing Pokemon. So here's my Game Boy. It's modified. Fairly modified. It's a little crusty. I don't know if you can fully read that. Can you fully read this? Come on. Come on. Well, it's extreme rate. Yeah, this thing's really nice. And I did something silly. I bought a bunch of extra peripherals for it. I've got a big speaker coming in. And then I've got the performance thing that goes above and over like this. Like a magnifying glass. I don't care. It's silly. I need to replace this button. The A button of this is too big. I need to shave it down for this. Other than that, everything is perfect. It was really nice. I was playing Pokemon. Look at the size of that fucking controller. Jesus Christ. But yeah, I stick that little controller inside another 8-bit dough case. I have genuinely like 8 cases. I've got so many of these. I want to know where my other N64 controller is. Let me change my thing real quick to just chatting. But yeah, it's kind of just fun messing around, just chatting, having little silly shit. Dude, today wiped me. I was talking about it earlier, but Jesus Christ, I'm like exhausted. I'm exhausted, but I had energy, and I'm like, you know what? I want to utilize it. Ooh, let me show this off. I want to get used to using the second cam, so I'm just doing a bunch of showcase shit. Look at that. That is the Doom Dark Ages controller. I have 2 of these. They're originally like what, 90 to 120 bucks or some shit like that. I got both of them for 20 bucks each. Brand new in box. Nothing wrong with them. They're fairly comfortable. I like them. They're not something I always use. I prefer PlayStation controllers over this. But yeah, these are really nice. One thing to note though is these buttons. I don't like the texture of them. They're like a matte. They're almost like scratching like a shitty paint. It's not paint, but it feels like that roughness. And also pressing these buttons too much, they start to squeak. D-pad feels amazing. Joysticks feel alright. Triggers feel great. Overall solid controller. This is what I played GoldenEye XBLA with. So, very nice. And then this is my general controller. That's the 8-bit dough Ultimate 2C. Let me move this out of the way. This is a very basic controller. It is like 20 bucks. It lacks a bunch of modern features. It's just very bare bones. I really like these extra buttons here. Do I ever use them? No, I never like to use extra buttons. But it's really cool because it actually fits in a good spot. And so it's like you have your finger here, and it's like it can easily hit this. After getting used to mouse keyboard, I find it miserable playing GEPD on controller. Yeah, fully understandable. I prefer mouse and keyboard. No, there are 4 and L4. You got your L3 and R3 here, and you got that. But this is a solid little controller. It's not the greatest thing ever. It's got way too quick sensitivity. The joysticks are a little bit too sensitive. I wouldn't recommend this fully for shooters, especially not retro shooters like Perfect Dark and GoldenEye. But if you got like a racing game and shit like that, this thing's fantastic. I like using this thing a lot. It's actually replaced my PS5 controller when it stopped fucking working. Poop shit. I don't understand why PS5 controllers gotta be so terrible. Amazing controllers. #1 controller for me. Beautiful. Joystick drift. I got my little caw too. My spouse made this for me. Oh shit. It looks better when not under this camera. It's catching all the crusty for some reason. It's like a matte finish on it. so it catches all that. Where is my blue N64 controller? No. Oh yeah, check this out. Postcards for Nintendo 64 and Game Boy Advance stuff. That's really cool. Let's see, is there anything else? I do plan on ending the stream soon, so I'm not gonna do too much longer. Actually, I found it. It's right here. It's this. But here we go. Look at that. This controller is sick. I love it. I think it's like one of the best third-party controllers out there. That's saying I haven't tested the mod retro controller, so I can't say that. But this is fantastic for if people just want a modern layout or like a basic controller to play with. It's really, really comfortable. The buttons feel amazing. The joystick's a little too sensitive. Once again, 8BitDo is not the best with joysticks. I give their joysticks like a 4 to 5 out of 10. They're serviceable. Don't expect to become like a Counter-Strike god with this thing. But also, I wish these were fucking gray as well. Damn them. But love this controller. Genuinely solid. But I kind of did this little test stream, Raph, because I have this second camera. I wanted to utilize it, and I kind of wanted to mess around. So it's like, you got all this. Yeah, Pikachu. But, I do think I'm going to start calling it here. I do appreciate everyone who's tuned in just for this silly little stream. Thank you all very much. I hope this was entertaining in some way. I hope at least I can provide a little bit of entertainment just chatting. So thank you all very much as usual. Genuinely appreciate everyone tuning in, especially like the last few streams. Oh my god, it's been nuts. It's been like I've been having like an average of 10 people, and I've been streaming for like what, 5 to 8 hours, and I've been having an average of 8. Genuinely am very fortunate, very, very thankful. I don't know how many people are actually tuning in right now that watches, but genuinely means a lot. That's like, it's like, thank you. I don't know what else to say, but genuinely I appreciate it. Um, but yeah, thank y'all, everyone, genuinely, for tuning in, watching, helping out, chatting. Means the world. But thank you, Raf. I am going to go honk shmee me. I'm going to go zonk out and sleep. I wanted to do this little thing before I went to bed because I was like, I know if I wake up, I want to do the normal streams. But I'm like, this is kind of a time I don't really stream too much. Let me mess around a bit. Um, but yeah, probably maybe streaming tonight. Not fully sure. Maybe, maybe not. Who knows? Um, but either way, um, I'm going the fuck to sleep. I'm going big EP mode. Yeah, getting some deserved rest. I was exhausted after work. Oh my god, dude, I was a fucking water fountain. I was sweating so badly, and then I walked home on top of it all too. But yeah. Um, I hope y'all have a wonderful rest of your day or night, and I hope y'all take care. Oh my god, turn this thing off. There we go. I got a burp. There we go. So y'all take care and see ya. Bye bye.